Teachers everywhere, welcome back to this channel. This video I'm going to give you my 5 top things that I've learned as a teacher. Number 1, it's not patronizing to explicitly teach students. So I'll give you an example. You're with your class for the first time. Should you explicitly tell them how to hand the books out? Or it's your first time with them, should you explicitly tell them how to hand the books in? Lots of teachers feel a bit uncomfortable about directing students, but I've learned that students really need explicit instruction. Telling them exactly how they have to do something and when to do it, how long they might have to do it, really helps to set the tone for your lessons, for the way you go about teaching, and it really provides a comfort actually to students because they know where they stand. And by embedding routines in lessons, you're going to save so much time, and by embedding instruction and giving it explicitly, you're really going to set up your students to know where the boundaries are and to know how to be successful, and that's what students love deep down. The second thing I've learned is that students respond to confidence. Even when we don't feel confident deep down, by projecting confidence, students respond really positively to that. And confidence comes in a different variety of ways. You've got the way you use your voice, the way you hold yourself in the classroom, where you position yourself in the classroom. And there is a real big difference in the things that I've seen at the beginning of my career where I said the right things, but it didn't come across like I really meant it, or that I even believed in it myself, compared to later in my career where I learnt that importance of confidence, and I knew that when I say something that students will do it. And ultimately I just had to learn that there's not going to be a situation where this student is not going to do what I say. I have to believe that whatever I say, they're going to do it and come across like that in the way that I say it, in the way that I conduct myself in my body language. And a lot of the times they respond really well to that confidence. The third thing I learned is that there is better than just your thoughts. It's really important in teaching to have collaboration. I think a weakness for me is that I've got all of these thoughts in my head and I think that, okay, I know how to do this, I'm going to do it myself, and I can get really far by just doing it because I'm going to do it quicker, I'll do it faster, I don't have to talk to someone else and it's going to delay the process. But actually that collaboration within a department, within other teachers online, really helps to make anything that you're thinking about become better. You can't see things from a different angle because you're seeing it from your angle, but when someone brings that other perspective, it makes things better. Take a lesson, for example, when you've got an interview lesson, having someone see that lesson and give you guidance on how maybe to make it better will make it better. Or if it doesn't, it helps you to see, okay, maybe I could adapt what they've said and change it to a different way. But collaboration is better than being individualistic. The fourth thing I've learned is that students don't need fun, they need to be successful. And at the beginning of my career, there was a lot of edutainment. If students are in their seats having a fun lesson, then they're going to learn more. Their behaviours are going to be better. The lesson's going to go better overall. But I've learned that that's not the case. What actually makes a lesson go better and what actually helps is if students feel like they're making progress and that they are successful. And that comes from the teacher teaching confidently. It comes from helping students to understand by breaking the content down, by giving them the right tasks, by checking for understanding, and making them feel like they're making progress and being successful. And that's what makes the difference. And the fifth thing I've learned is that booklets are better than PowerPoints. For most of my career, I made PowerPoints. From the very beginning, I spent ages making PowerPoints. At the beginning, I could get away with spending ages because when you start training, you only have a few lessons a week, and so you can devote a lot of time. But over time, I was concentrating on the wrong things. The colours, the pictures, the fonts. Stripping that all away with a booklet, it makes it so much easier to, one, plan a lesson, because I can plan a lesson in a booklet style in under half the time that it took for me to do it as a PowerPoint. And two, having it as a booklet means that I'm not printing off separate worksheets. I'm not unclear as to what's coming next. I plan as a whole unit rather than just an individual lesson. And I feel like that helps you to know where you're going and how you're going to get to that final destination of the content that they need to know. I'm going to definitely go into more detail with booklets over PowerPoints in future. So those are the top 5 things I've learned as a teacher. I hope you found them helpful, and I will see you in the next one.